Once upon a time, in a city where skyscrapers touched the clouds, there lived a man named Alexander Crowe. But unlike others rushing through life, Alexander had one rare luxury. He was time-rich. At just 25, Alexander had already done what most people dream about for a lifetime. When he was a teenager, he taught himself coding on a broken laptop. By 19, he built an AI tool that could predict viral trends on social media, a goldmine for companies desperate to stay ahead. Big brands wanted it. Investors chased him, and 2 years later, he sold the company for $100 million. Most people would retire. Alexander didn't. He had a strange obsession. He wanted to own the most ridiculous things money could buy, not because he needed them, but because he could. First, he built a swimming pool filled entirely with champagne. Not the cheap kind, but bottles worth more than most people's annual salary. He never swam in it. It was just for the vibe. Next, he bought a private island shaped exactly like his own initials, AC, visible from space, so the world would never forget him. Then came the gold private jet, with the words, "Time is mine," engraved on the wings. But his greatest flex? An antique pocket watch once owned by a royal king. Alexander turned it into a wristwatch, just so he could casually check the time in meetings. People would stare and whisper, "That's a $5 million watch," and he wears it like it's nothing. When someone asked him why he spent his fortune this way, Alexander smiled and said, "Money buys things. Real wealth buys stories, and I want mine to be unforgettable." And so, Alexander Crowe became a legend, not for his business empire, but for turning everyday moments into epic flexes the world would talk about for decades. For more insane flex stories, subscribe to my channel, Biggest Flex.